Yeah, earlier in the season we had a few games on turf and we didn't prepare on turf, and I wasn't too happy about how it looked. So we made some adjustments in the middle of the season, and obviously then went on the road and got some good results on turf. And so we want to make sure we're giving them as much of a look as we can.
When you guys are in the form that you are, and you talk a lot about mentality and complacency, how much of that has been your messaging to the guys, or is it like business as usual?
That's been the messaging all week. I thought yesterday needed to be better from that aspect. I made sure that they understood that and that they heard that. That we wanted today to be a much better day from that aspect. I talk to them all the time about it. It shouldn't matter, that it was Charleston and now it's Hartford. For me, if we show up to the game with the expectation that we have of ourselves, with the mentality that we have of ourselves, that we put ourselves in the best chance to win the game. And so I want to make sure that, again, as I talked about after Charleston, there's no complacency, that we understand that Hartford is a dangerous team, and we need to be on our best foot.
It seems like every time in this league you think a team is not in good form, out winning, they jump up and surprise somebody. I feel like Hartford did that with Vegas last weekend. Tell us a little bit about Hartford, where they are now, maybe as where they were when you guys played them earlier.
Yeah, they have some very dangerous attacking pieces, Beckford and Galena. They have Marcus Epps. They got a group that can score goals if you give them time and you give them space. And so we're cognizant of that. We understand that it is going to be difficult, obviously, with travel on turf. But as we've said all year, both teams have to play on it. So our expectation is to go there and make sure that we're switched on from the start, and we limit the dangerous pieces that they do have.
Going from the biggest crowd you guys have seen in a long time at Olympia Stadium to going on the road, how do you keep that energy up within the team and make sure that they feel motivated and energized by the crowd?
Yeah, I think it's making sure that that the group understands that we're competing against our own expectations. So we want to make sure that that those things that we can't control don't have any influence or effect on our mentality. So we can't control if there's 5,000 in Hartford or 14,000 here, but we can control our energy, our mentality, our belief, our passion, and that has been a huge emphasis on the messaging this week. And I genuinely believe I have a group that those outside influences, they've shown consistently throughout the season, don't have an effect on it. But it's more of a reminder when you're coming off of 3 very good opponents and getting 3 very good results, that the reason you got those results is because you're doing A, B, and C. And regardless of it being Hartford or Charleston or New Mexico, that is irrelevant. It's making sure that we're competing against ourselves and our expectations, and we're showing up the right way every single day.
Do you feel like the energy around the city is really kind of gearing towards you guys and fueling you guys as you guys are heading into almost a stretch?
Yeah, no question. I think when you look at especially the games at home this year, and I've said this before, I think that not only have the players put on some fantastic performances, but they've been able to do it in front of an unbelievable fan base that has, to be quite honest, made that stadium a very difficult place for other teams to come. And the players feed off of that energy. There's the reason you see late goals scored for us to win games there. There's a reason you see, the last time we played Hartford, it was a 6-0 result at home. So it would be naive for me to say that it hasn't had a massive impact, but we can feel it when the players are walking and getting coffee, and the fans are there and they want pictures and they want autographs. It's a special feeling. It's a special club, and it's a community that I genuinely believe is bought into what we're all trying to do here.
Thank you.
Thank you.